Hey, 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 my little homies. My name is Evan Lefevre. Welcome back to What's Your Deal? And I've got with me Chris Tolman here. He's my buddy.
Hey.
And we're going to talk about one of his deals, previous life, that he really loved. Yes?
For sure.
You were how old?
At the time?
Yeah.
21.
Married?
Married.
Kids?
On the way.
Your dream?
One on the way. Dream. Dream job.
We're going to find out what his deal is.
Why was it your dream job?
I don't know. You know, it's cliche to say I just want to help people. But the reality was, I mean, I really did want to help people. And I enjoyed, I enjoyed the idea of not doing the same thing every day.
It was exciting.
It was exciting. Like one minute, you're just driving around, getting a donut, and the next minute, you're in pursuit of a robbery suspect, stolen car, some guy running with a gun away from you, or in the jail. Everything's just fine and hunky-dory, and all of a sudden some guy just decides to go off and he wants to fight.
Do you remember what your car was?
Oh,
What was your cruiser?
well, my favorite was the Chevy
Caprice Classic.
Caprice Classic.
Or
That was my
Rails.
favorite because it had speed and it had good brakes. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the Crown Vic did pretty good with speed. But once those brakes heated up,
It's all downhill from there.
it's hard when you're pushing the brakes in a situation where you're going fast and slow,
Yeah.
and the slow doesn't work very good. It's like, oh boy, that's no bueno.
No. It's never good when that happens.
Gotta have brakes.
Yeah. Huh.
And it was like, literally, disgustingly stinky.
Okay, so in a room this size,
But not this narrow. 120, 140 dudes.
okay, you're a cop where?
In LA County.
In LA County.
LA County Jail, baby.
Okay, you've just picked up 300 criminals?
Well, they're being booked in the system. Maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people will be booked into the system every day, into this system, county jail. So they get searched, they get moved to taking off their clothes, they go to the bath line. The bath line is 120 guys in a room this size, not this wide. And in the summer,
Okay, so
stink.
you pick them up off the street.
Somebody does. Yes.
They take off all their clothes. What happens to their clothes? Dumpster?
They're going to bag. No, they're going to bag and they get dry cleaned.
Shut up.
No joke.
They need to stop doing that.
They get dry cleaned. Well,
Okay.
what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Some clothes have stinky bugs in them and crap.
Okay.
I mean,
Then they're front to back. Okay.
heel to toe,
Heel to toe.
nuts to butts.
Not to back. Okay. Then what?
So you give them this, you throw a bunch of soap to them, and they go in the gas chamber. I mean, the showers. They go in the showers. Hey, I'm serious. And they're in there. Some of the dudes, we want them to stay in there for a long time, and I'm not kidding. There were some guys, their feet were so disgusting. Like, sit on that floor and wash those feet. I mean,
How long were you a cop at this point?
at that time, I was new. I started there in the jails. From the academy, I went to Inmate Reception Center, which they do this kind of stuff.
And was it shocking? Was it like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is my life.
Yeah, I'm like this, kid that grew up in
22
Whittier,
years
California, went to Lucerna High School, little Mormon boy that's going and like seeing the world. It's crazy. Yeah,
Were
crazy.
you married at this point?
Yeah.
Did you go home and say, hey, guess what I did
I
today?
didn't talk about it. I just didn't take work home. It wasn't my style. She didn't need to hear it.
How long did you do that before you became, I don't know, street guy, street cop, busting people up?
Some years.
But you loved it.
Well, it's like high school. You hate it while you're there, but afterwards it's like, you realize how much fun it was. Because we had fun with it, I kid when I talk about heel to toe, all that stuff, but it was fun, We made it fun. And we weren't disgraceful to anybody. It wasn't like that. We just had fun. So they get out of the shower, you toss them a towel that has a roll in it with, socks, boxers, some jail blues. Go to the eye room where they're going to get fingerprinted and take their picture. Ship them off to medical, have them take a look at them, make sure they don't have whatever.
And then
And then
you head for donuts.
that's right. That's right.
Cool. What do you take away from that? I mean, what's like, you look back on that and you're like, that experience taught me blah, blah, blah.
Good question. I don't know, it's interesting what life changes, Like I thought I'd be a cop forever. My takeaway, I don't know. Make life every day the best you can, See what's good in each day. Because there's good even in LA County Jail with 23,000 inmates,
But could you imagine what, that was how long ago?
Yeah, it's 1990s, early 90s, so a long time.
Could you imagine what they see now and do and hear and
Yeah, I don't know.
put up with?
No, I can't.
Like, would you go back? I mean, when it comes right down to it,
Not even a chance.
your life now is freaking awesome.
It was
Right?
awesome. Yeah, for sure. And if I was still a cop, it would be good, I think. But would I want to go back to that where everybody's second guessing you, everybody wants to sue you, wants to whatever? No.
The whole litigation thing right now drives me nuts. I mean, it's that way for me in my life too. But I would never wish you to go back to that. And I know that you loved it though. Like you talk about it like hero days, right?
It was so much fun. I'm not kidding. And then going to the streets, forget about it.
More
So
donuts.
much fun. Donuts for sure. For sure.
That's awesome. That's a funny story too.